Hello guys and welcome to the video. Today's video guys is for the Wish Starter class for patch 266 for season 18. This is Jade Harvester, Crimson Fury. Okay guys, I literally just uploaded a Jade video not too long ago today, and during my live stream today I've now Fury crafted another new Jade Harvester build that uses Captain Crimson's 3-part set. Okay, and it makes sure damage go through the roof, your damage reduction go really high. It's extremely cool. We're going to do this video ever so slightly. I've got some footage from my live stream now, so we're going to watch that now, talk about it, then we go over gear, and etc, etc, okay? So let's get to the video. The footage, guys. This was GR 110. 110 on stream today. Let's go. Okay, guys, here we go. This was from the live stream a bit earlier today. So this was GR 110. Every piece of gear was orged apart from the amulet. Okay, the amulet I was using was the Flavour of Time. Okay, so the Flavour of Time basically makes pylons effects last twice as long. Okay, so it's absolutely amazing for GR push. It's extremely cool. Anyway, let's talk about this build a bit more. Okay guys, so for those that don't know, Jade Harvester is a DOT, damage over time build, where you harvest your damage over time, which is Haunt and Locust Swarm, and then you harvest that damage to detonate the remaining damage. Okay, so that's it. But pretty much that's all it is. You cast Haunt, you cast Locust Swarm, you run up to the mobs, you hit a Soul Harvest, and it detonates 10,000 seconds worth of damage from your DOTs. Okay, and there's a passive skill that makes them last a very long time. So basically, you can harvest around about 5 times. Around about 5 times you can harvest until you need to reapply your DOTs. But it's an absolute classic Jade build, and it's extremely good. Extremely good. I was in absolute shock during this live stream with this footage here. I wanted to use this footage because the riff went really well. Really well. And we had like the perfect Rift Guardian boss and things like that. So that's why I wanted to use this footage today for this particular video. I was using Paragon in this video, by the way. But even without Paragon, I could easily done this GR 110. The amount of progress we had at the end of the Rift, you know, we could easily done this solo with 0 Paragon, just orgs in the gear. Okay, so it's very cool. But yeah, I was in absolute shock. Absolute shock of some of the crits I was getting. So on this particular build, I added the Convention of Elements. Okay, so if you're new to the build, you really want to use Unity first. But Convention of Elements adds rotational elemental damage buff. So this build is all about poison. So when you hit that poison rotation, you hit Harvest on your targets, it absolutely shreks them. It'll absolutely blow them out of those boots. And I got some really good rotations. Not so much early in this video here, it's kind of a bit slow at the moment, but it does get a lot better very soon. very soon. So yeah, just keep watching, guys. It's extremely good. It's much stronger. Much stronger than the other builds I did earlier today, the classic Jade build. This is the new one. This particular build would be unbelievably good for the seasonal buff. Right now I'm playing this on non-seasons, on the test server and the PTR. And remember guys, all this stuff is subject to change. If this video is still viable, I will leave it up here on my channel. If it isn't, then I'll change it back. Right now I was thinking, holy hell, that was a good hit. I was a little bit shocked right now. I was like, oh my god. But yeah, if this video is still viable, I will leave it up on channel. If it's not, if anything significantly changes, I will take it down and reload it up again, okay? Nice. So yeah guys, Captain Crimson's. Okay, so Blizzard in the patch notes have changed it. So 2-set bonus now gives you 6,000 life per second, gives you 20% cooldown, and 20% resource cost reduction as well. Then 3-set bonus has been changed. Damage dealt is increased by your percentage of cooldown reduction. I know, it's insane. And then 3-set bonus as well, damage taken is reduced by your percentage of cost reduction. So any cooldown and cost reduction you have directly affects your damage reduction and DPS. Okay, so if you hit a cooldown shrine, for me personally on my character on this run right now, it put me up to 80, I think it was about 88 or 86% cooldown reduction. And that cooldown pylon lasted 1 minute thanks to the new Flavour of Time, which doubles duration of all pylons. So I was harvesting for absolute insane damage. Absolutely insane damage. And the extra damage reduction as well from resource costs works so well. It's almost like Captain Crimson was built for Jade Harvester. It is so So much fun. It is absolutely sick. And yeah, with the seasonal buff as well, the Season of Triune, there's basically 3 pools of power that drop, okay? So there's a purple one that gives you basically 100% damage buff, which is insane. Then there's, I believe, a light blue and a dark blue. One of them gives you a massive cooldown reduction, and the other one gives you resource cooldown reduction. So if you play this in the season, and those pools apparently proc all the time, this Jade build will absolutely smash the GRs. It's going to be extremely fun, man. You know, Jade Harvester is a classic build as it is, and it just ties in so neatly with the new seasonal buff. It's very, very cool. So we did this run without no seasonal buff, obviously, and we absolutely annihilate it. It's great. There's a channeling pylon, and now that's lasting 1 minute. Look at my cooldown reduction. There it is. Look. I'm like, oh my god, 88% cooldown reduction. That's 88% extra damage I'm doing right now. And yeah, I just can't believe it. Yeah, so right now, what you're doing now is because we're using Echoing Fury in the cube. Okay, for those that don't know, Echoing Fury is a classic Diablo hammer from vanilla. Okay, it used to be the top weapon once upon a time. Now it gives you a stacked attack speed buff. Oh my god, look at that damage! That's insane. So yeah, it gives you a stacking attack speed buff. And it stacks up to 5 times, and it gives you 75% attack speed. 75% attack speed, 25% movement speed for 3 seconds. Remember, this is still PTR. Personally, I think Blizzard should make the attack speed buff a bit longer. It's only like 3 seconds there. It'd be nice if it was up to like 5. But, you know, even as the way it is now, it's absolutely fine. It's amazing. So, yeah, every time with Jade Harvester, you cast your Horn, it resets the cooldown of your Soul Harvest, which basically triggers your massive damage bomb. Your absolutely massive damage bomb. So, yeah, Fury is amazing. So, the best rotation you can have is pull a ton of trash to an elite pack, kill some of the trash with your Soul Harvest, it procs your Fury proc, get into a pool of power from Oculus Ring from your follower, drops a pool of power on the floor for up to 85% damage, okay? And then, on your conventional elements, hit Harvest as you hit Poison. And near the end of this video, I actually one-shot an elite pack. Well, I did have a power pylon though, but I was like, I think the crit was something like about 62 trillion crit. Someone in my stream said the elite before that was about 82 trillion. And I was like, holy hell, this could be possibly the new meta for the Witch Doctor, you know? Or something on the lines of this variation of the build. Now, right now, Echoing Fury does not work with pet kills. So basically the way Echoing Fury works is every time you kill a target, you get 15% attack speed, stacks up to 5 times. And right now it doesn't work with pets. So for Carnival with Echoing Fury instead of Second Harvester could be absolutely amazing. But until they hotfix it, I can't test it. But right now, of all the Jade build, all the GR solo builds I've played on the PTR so far for the next patch, this has been by far the strongest one so far. You know, it's a cooldown build. Captain Crimson's with the seasonal buff as well. It's going to perform extremely well. Very, very well, man. I had an absolute blast doing this. It's very, very cool. There we go. Just got a load of Goatman Spearmen here. Horrible guys. You see them, he's trying to Piranha Nader them into the pool there. Man, it's so cool. Absolutely love Jade. Guys, if you've never ever played Jade Harvester before, make sure you play it for Season 18. Whenever that launches, I've got no idea, but make sure you play it, because this particular version is going to be so, so sweet for us, man. So, so sweet. Also, guys, with the amulet, right now I'm using the Flavour of Time for the double pylon effects, okay? And the new necklace, Squirt Necklace, gives you a 100% damage buff, but it makes you take an extra 50% damage on top as well. So, you know, while you're in the middle of it, don't get me wrong, the damage on it is extremely good, but honestly, I really do think the Flavour of Time with double pylon effect is the way to go for the next season. Because, you know, having 2 minute speed buff, 2 minute shield buff, you know, 1 minute power pylon is absolutely insane. Like, Conduit lasts a minute with the Flavour of Time, and also the Flavour of Time rolls 4 stats as well, and it inherently rolls cooldown all the time. And remember, every percent of cooldown you have with Captain Crimson's, the more damage you're going to do. It's a one-to-one basis. Okay, so straight away you're only going to gain up to 8% damage just wearing this amulet as well on top. So yeah, it's extremely cool, man. And I've had so much fun today on the stream doing this, man. It was absolutely great. Also, guys, in the description of this video, there will be a Diablo fans guide for the best rolls of gear, skills, etc, etc. For those that know, guys, Diablo fans is back, man. They got bought out by a company called Magic Find, I believe. And, yeah, they're back, man, so it's really good. So all my guides are going back on there rather than D3 Planner. Whoa, that was a big hit. Because you can see the COE buff there rolling across. As soon as it hits poison, that's when you really want to hit that harvest. But yeah, right now, guys, Echoing Fury, once you've got 5 stacks, it almost doubles your sheet DPS, which is absolutely... You can see me grinning like an idiot. There's the power pylon. That power pylon is now going to last 1 minute. 1 minute, which is insane with Flavour of Time. The Flavour of Time I've got is trash as well. It's not even that good. Wow. Now... that was the crit there. If you go into slow motion on this video, guys, I think it was about a 63 trillion crit there. Obviously, that's with Power Pylon, though. The Echoing Fury stacks, you know, of course, on the floor and all that. And right now, I'm just in shock. I'm like, did I just one-shot that pack? Oh my, I know I've got a Power Pylon, but holy hell, that doesn't normally happen. But my god, Jade is so good. So good. So in a minute, once I come off pause here, I basically get Sack Shift. Sack Shift is the best Rift Guardian you have, okay? So, you want a Rift Guardian that summons adds. You always want a Rift Guardian that summons adds on Jade because it's an area damage build, okay? So, in a minute, Sack Shift starts spawning all little critters. And basically, I kill them all, and it procs my Echoing Fury. Gives me 75% increased attack speed. Makes my damage go through the roof. I still got Power Pylon, by the way. And my heart, you can see how fast I can harvest with this attack speed. So it is absolutely brutal. And I just absolutely decimate Sanctress so quickly. Bang, look. I'm just like, is this real life right now? I was like, oh my god. Absolutely in shock. Fantastic build, man. I had to share it, man. I had to share it today before I went to bed, man. So yeah, guys, man. So what we'll do now, I'm going to go back to my main scene and show you guys the gear. And... yeah, it's insane, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy. Couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. Absolutely crazy. Nice. Okay, guys, so let's show you the gear in person. Okay, so, yeah, guys, you want to use Jade Harvester boots, Jade chest, helmet, shoulders, and gloves. They use Raw Ring of Grandeur to achieve 6-piece bonus. Okay? Every time you soul harvest, you take a damage reduction for 12 seconds and also triggers your consume. Okay, so every time you cast Haunt and Locust Storm on your target, you hit your soul harvest here and it consumes the rest of the time, around about 10,000 seconds worth, I believe, and then it'll rip that life HP of that dude, and then it will just destroy them. It will just, as you saw, it just destroys them. It's absolutely insane. It's a very cool thing. Very cool thing. Then, guys, Captain Crims, like I said earlier, 2-step bonus, 6,000 life regen. 20% cooldown as well, which helps perfectly in this build. Then resource cost reduction as well. Then 3-step bonus, damage dealt is increased by your percentage of your cooldown reduction. Whatever cooldown you have, make sure you've got a diamond and helmet, guys. So right now, I'm getting 47% extra damage just from Captain Crimson's. And damage reduction from resource cost reduction, so from Paragon and the 3-piece set here as well. So cool. There it is. So right now I've got 28% here, so I've taken 28% less damage as well. Generally in this build, when you first start out, you would use a Unity for the 50% damage reduction, but because of this damage reduction here, it was actually quite comfortable just using COE try. So guys, if you're new to the build, definitely use Unity first. Okay, use first, and once you're geared out, you've played the build, you know how to play it, you maybe got some orgs, some decent Paragon, definitely put the COE in there and just wreck it up. It's very cool. Very cool. So, yeah, let's go for the gear, guys. So, Sacred Harvester gives you 10 stacks of Soul Harvest, of course, and you're in the percent damage area cooldown. Here, you want as much cooldown as you can on your gear, guys. It's just going to give you so much damage buff. Offhand guide, of course, is Vile Hive. This gives you 100% spread on your Pestilence. So basically it's this rune here, but you use Cloud of Insects for the 25% damage reduction. It's very cool. So it just goes boom, just spreads the whole screen. Everything's tagged and ready to frag. COE, guys, rotational damage buff. First gem, of course, is Bane of the Stricken. This is GR solo push-in build, so Stricken will hit that Rift Guardian and kill it super fast. Nice. Captain Crimson's belt and legs. Warrior Grandeur to achieve 3-piece bonus. Warrior Grandeur, guys, next gem, of course, is Bane of the Trap for the extra damage increasement. Yum. Make sure you got Diamond and Helm. I'm using the Flavour of Time on this particular one. Pylon's effects last twice as long, and it's great. Like I said during the footage of that clear there, It's unbelievably good, and it rolls 4 stats. The Squirt Necklace is very, very cool. We're not taking damage. Damage dealt is increased by up to 100%, and damage taken is increased by up to 50%. So if you use this, it'll make you very, very glass cannon. Like, very classic. But personally, I really do think the Flavour of Time is the better amulet, because double duration of pylons in a GR push is amazing. Like 2 minute shield. You can walk around the whole map pretty much and just pull all the mobs into one spot and just nuke them. 2 minute speed buff is amazing. 1 minute conduits, 1 minute power pylons, just to name a few. The cooldown shrine. The challenge shrine for this build, increases your DPS by an absolute ton. It's amazing. Then we've got the triune buff as well coming in the season, where those pools drop on the floor, cooldown, power, resource cost reduction, so basically more damage reduction, and giant damage. It's going to be very, very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, guys, last gem, of course, is Gogok of Swiftness. Okay, Gogok of Swiftness gives you a dodge. And also, what's really important, man, it gives you attack speed. So you're casting attack speed like crazy. It's got loads of attack speed. And also, it gives you cooldown. It gives you 15% cooldown. So this gem is actually giving you 15% more damage as well because of Captain Crimson's. It's such a great synergy. Such a great synergy, man. This build is really, really cool. And of course, guys, for Bracer, the Combo's Ornament for the 60% damage reduction because it tends to Soul Harvest because of the weapon. In the cube, guys, let's credit Shivers in the cube. In the cube, guys, is Echoing Fury. This thing stacks 5 times for 75% attack speed buff. Okay, so it just lets you reset the cooldowns of your Soul Harvest. Every time you hit with Haunt, you get 1 second off your Soul Harvest. So when you just kill 5 mobs, you can just machine gun harvest into the main mob to stack Stricken as well. And just detonate, watch them die. It's absolutely insane. Only lasts 3 seconds though, and also gives you 25% movement speed as well. But with this particular build, you're killing. You're just going to be putting tons of trash to one spot on Elite Pack anyway, and you just melt them. Well, it's just amazing. It's so cool. I might even main this for next season. I'm having that much fun with it. Quetzalcoatl, guys, basically doubles your damage when you harvest your DOTs, and of course, Ring of Empters, 300% damage buff when Haunt and Locust Swarm is applied to your target. Nice. Skills. Haunt Poison Spirit, guys. Poison Spirit gives you an extra 20%. When that target dies, the Haunt would jump out of that target and go to the next pack. So basically, you're kind of recycling DPS. It's actually very, very cool. Piranha's Tornado, this is your grouping spell. So basically, you want to go to Elite Pack, tag them with loads of deities, pestilence and all that, get their attention. When all the trash comes into that pack, nado all the mobs on top of that pack. And then just go through your cycle and just blow the shit out of them. It's absolutely amazing. It's so cool. Locust Swarm Cloud of Insects, guys. This is another part of the damage dealer here. 25% damage reduction as well, and it spreads to the whole string because of the Vile Hive Mojo. Soul Harvest, this is how you trigger your DPS. So once Haunt and Pestilence are on that target, Haunt and Locust Swarm, sorry, when you hit Soul Harvest, it'll consume 10,000 seconds of damage. Okay, this is your trigger. And also, every time you hit Soul Harvest as well, you actually have access to all the runes, okay, because of these set bones here. So you will actually have Siphon, so you'll be healing yourself constantly. You'll have a Languish Room, Armour, Salt Waste, Movement Speed. Vengeful Spirit just does a weak little nuke, something really good. Okay, so you get speed, you get healing, Armour, and maximum mana. It's very, very good. So Jade is such a cool build. Very, very cool. Spirit Walk, guys, Severance, you get 2 seconds of damage immunity and a massive speed boost, man. Generally, when you're in the thick of it, and you're like blowing mobs around you and all that, as soon as you see Spirit Walk come up, most of the time hit it. Be careful though, because you don't want to misclick it and get hit by a bomb or frozen, etc, etc. Okay, so because you can have so much attack speed and your GI is proccing so fast, you can cast Spirit Walk very, very often and make yourself immune to damage for a while. It's brilliant. Horrifier, guys, Frightening Aspect gives you 50% additional armor. If you're on the PC, you can unlock this to auto-cast, which is allowed by Blizzard, because it's an in-game mechanic. Even though I'm pretty sure it wasn't intended, was it? But you can't be done for it. Can they do it on PC, by the way? For passive, guys, use Confidence Ritual for the extra 25% damage within 20 yards. Creeping Death, this one makes your Haunt and Locust Swarm last almost forever. Without this passive, it will not work, okay? You must have this passive in. Grave Injustice gives you cooldown, 1 second cooldown per every mob within 20 yards. Also heals you and gives you mana back as well. And of course, guys, right at the end there is Spirit Vessel with a self-res. If you want to extreme push this build, you can change Spirit Vessel to Pierce the Vial if you want to, okay? And you'll get even more damage out of the build that way. What I like to do though is most of the time I feel like I've got enough damage right now, so I would me personally, I'll probably take Swampland Achievement, because the more mobs around you, the more damage reduction you get within 20 yards. So you're getting physical, poison, fire, cold resistance for 20 yards, which is very, very cool. But if you're on hardcore, guys, definitely go for Spirit Vessel, and maybe opt for tank gems in your armour and things like that. And there you go, guys, man. There you go. And that is the new Jade Halves of Crimson Fury build, guys. Hope you enjoy it. And if you've got any ways to improve this build, guys, feel free to comment below. And I will see you in the next one. Take care. Have fun in Sanctuary. Thanks for watching. Nice. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy. Now remember, build link in the description of the video, as usual. Woo! Man, I enjoyed that one. Thanks very much, guys, for watching the videos for such a long time. Feel free to like and subscribe and share this video. And thanks to those who sub me on Patreon. Okay, guys, that's all got for today. Don't worry, man. Lots and lots more videos coming this week. I will see you soon. Take care.